Well, guys, this is Scuba Spook here, and I'm just going to show you just a quick rundown real quick of what I got accomplished so far. So this is the inside of our living room. Got all the scene setter stuff up. Still got a bunch of stuff here laying out in the middle of the floor. See? That's how I went without a big bubble machine. Yeah. I think Halloween could live without it. But there's inside the living room, butlers, the mummy, final light switch here. Ooh. This is what my wife has to put up with. I got staples, not staples, but thumbtacks in the tops and the bottoms of all these walls. But there's scene setters and stuff down through there. Mummy. And we also do the kitchen and dining room. So we haven't quite finished up this room yet. Still got to work on it. I just like my little baby gargoyle. He's so cute. Check him out. He even got a little tail. But there's a couple of things there in the kitchen. Like I said, we still got a lot of decorating to do here in the house. Take you out in the backyard real quick. Give you a quick rundown of what's gotten done so far. I'm not going to show you the front yard. Not much has changed with it since the video that I posted. Won't show too much on the mausoleum since I showed that. Not much has changed in here. I got the vines turned off inside the molded skull wall, but the skeletons are activated. Got to fix that guy's arm. It's supposed to shoot out. And my wife really likes this one. It's Elvis. Got it running off the 4-button controller.
I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah. Ghouls and ghosts. Elvis has left the crypt. Have a safe and happy Halloween.
Yeah, that used to be ran off of a computer probably about 12 years ago, and then I got tired of running off of a computer and just wired it up to where just a lid, and Elvis would just lift up, no music, no nothing else, but with this 4-button controller, now I can operate 4 things and have sound along with it. And then over here is my guy raising up the lantern, and my witches. There she goes up into the air, spewing out fog. That guy's not working for some reason. There's that. That prop's so ugly over there, still got a bag over his head. But still got to wire up the kicking hangman. This is in place. Got one of the 4-button controllers hooked up to these spirit props, so they go on one after the other. And of course, when these things break, which they probably will this year, I will modify them the scuba way. And I still got to mount that creature. This is a laboratory room. Still got a lot of work to do in here. You can see, still got boxes full of crap. But it's a start. So, and of course, all the props in here will be using the 4-button controller. I'll wire them up to the test me switches for that guy, and the guy on the slab over there, and this guy here that I made. And as embarrassing as this next piece is, I'll still go ahead and show you. But this is my workshop. All the characters are in line waiting to be let out, which most of them will be put out tomorrow. There's one of my wall panels. There's my headless horseman head that I gotta glue the Velcro onto and stick back on his hand. But so far, bunch of crap. I still got to set up. Got the sewer pipes and the water going, green oozy water. Turn it on real quick just to show you the oozy water. That'd make me a little shield up top there to keep it from splashing out. If not, it'd be splashing probably 5 feet out. So that was a good improvement. But there goes the ooze. Looks really cool in the black light. And the backs of my characters. Some of these store-bought ones I've modified the scuba way, put motors in them, and where they'll actually move and stuff. So yeah, something that some people haven't seen in a long time, and that's a PVC cylinder right there that I still have to hook up, but that operates my big old clown. And so it's actually 3 sections. Right there's the first section that comes out. That's the second section that comes out. So it raises up like a total of 18 feet roughly. I just got this little bucket on here to keep the ropes from catching onto the or the fabric onto the clamps and stuff. But PVC cylinder, 18 feet tall. So I built that probably 11, 12 years ago before I knew better, but it served its purpose for all these years. More crap. So the exit will actually be through the big garage door, but we're walking back out the way we came in, and there's the spider scene. Still needs to be lit up. Cocoons. And over here is my pumpkin patch with the headless horseman. I've got the lights running off of a software called Vixen. I'm using the Renard controller to operate the lights. So this will actually be playing music and coordinating with the lights. Right now I just got it on a little fun mode that I set up. And of course, now we're fixing to enter in, I'm going to call it the fun house, even though it's no comparison to Diablo Jose, but it's new, it's a start. So here we go, fixing to walk in it. All those polka dots you see, painted those the other night. All this was plastic. Every wall was plastic, so now it's plywood on most of them. That guy quit working. Ooh. That guy just jumped out at you. So there's a clown. Now he's settling back in.
It's all fun and games.
Got this prop hooked up to the 4-button controller. Werewolf or monster in the cage hooked up to the same controller. So I'm operating about 4 different things: strobe, gorilla, the light up there, and the clown, all off of the one controller. Of course, I already showed you a video of that wall, but I did that wall too the other day. Still have one more wall to go. See, it's black. And one more wall to go. and the walls will be almost finished. Just don't know what to paint. And here I got the 4-button controller hooked up to the jack-in box. Pop goes the weasel. So the controller's also hooked up to the clown. I haven't done much of anything to this room. Got black lights. But you walk around it. It's full of fog right now. And lights go in the box. Got a clown there that you can't see. Yeah. That is my very first prop. That thing is over 13 years old. My very first prop. So, my wife really likes that. Trash can hamper, or not trash can hamper, a hamper, clothes hamper, operating off a bicycle pump with a cheap mask. The garbage bag is on the light inside of it, and the valve is a washing machine solenoid valve. So that's pretty much when I really didn't have no money to spend. So I scavenged a lot of stuff off of things I had laying around, washing machines and dryers and all that other good crap. So now that I don't have my good paying job no more, I'll be hitting the front of y'all's houses for your junk. But there's the whack-a-mole clown. Wish he'd showed up better, but oh well. That was the big purchase for the year. And then as you walk out here, you got two characters that'll jump out. That one needs a light. That one still needs a light shine on him. But he goes back down inside of his casket. And I got three things operating right now off the 4-button controller, all in different times. And so there's my rocking chair over there. So the rocking chair, that guy that jumps out, and then that guy that you can't see jumps up. So when you walk out of the canopy, that guy jumps up first. I got it set that one jumps up next. And then the rocking chair, it starts rocking. And so now they've all went through their little cycles. And there we go, all grainy. The tombstones are pretty much up. Like I said, that's on the third relay, operating after you walk out of the tunnel. My singing skeleton band, they'll go right here. I'll be pulling that out Wednesday. Fingers crossed, they'll work. I always have issues with the singing skeletons. And more tombstones lit up. There's a crypt that I made for this year. So that's it. Just thought I'd show you one more thing. I work at night on my yard, so how many of y'all got one of these? You gotta have one if you're working outside at nighttime. Just got to. And this is probably the one of the few times that you get to see my face. Everything else is typically that type of view, showing you stuff. But you're probably happy about that and not seeing my old mug. So hopefully you get a chance to watch this in its entirety. Sorry it's so long. This will probably be the last video that I show by Halloween. Next video will definitely be when it's completely through. And then there's my annoying cat again. Happy Halloween.